friends, Katie Petit here from katiepetitdesigns.com. I was recently offered this new set of Supervision watercolor paints to give a try. And I was so excited because I saw all the colors in here and thought about all the different backgrounds I could make for my journals. Turn this around. So check out this set, 48 colors of watercolor. I'm especially loving the turquoise and the teal colors in here. But I'm gonna give these a try and kind of swatch some of them out and see where we're at with these. Okay, so I'm actually gonna start up here. I will start with the sky blue. Oh, and it's cool, this, the box, this is like a foam insert. So you can use the box for something else. And then it's really cool to just stick the tubes back in there. So I like that a lot. These are, I don't know, I would kind of say these are craft grade watercolors. So I'm gonna go ahead here and just swatch out a few of the colors. I'm gonna go to the blues. So I'm not gonna go in order. I'm gonna go in colors here and see what we've got. Just kind of squeeze them out here on my palette to test them out and see what they're like. Are you like me? Do you like all the colors? I am so entranced by colors. And watercolor is definitely my thing. I do enjoy gouache as well and some acrylic. I'm not an oil color person. Oils are not my thing, but that's okay. Watercolor, there's plenty to do. When I was in school and just getting started, watercolor was my thing, and it's remained my thing all these years later. Okay, you know what? I'm going to jump past some of these darker blues and I'm gonna go right to the turquoise. And this one is called Turquoise Pale. Ooh, I like that one. I think that's a color I use quite a bit in my vintage artistry color swatches. I'm just drawn to it. Something about it is soothing. And some of my most popular licensed wall art was my Touch of Blue series. I think they were like a top seller at Kirkland's for a good 5 years. Every day I walked in there, there was always a whole bunch of them back. Oh, it's been a few years, but it's still something I will always be grateful for and was a really, really good experience. Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna do on this. And then I'm gonna start swatching them onto the paper and see how these shape up. Okay. So I'm just gonna put my palette here and I'm gonna start by wetting my paper a bit. And then we can try a dry approach too. And I'm gonna get a smaller brush. I'm just going to dab a little and give these a little go. Ooh, I'm already liking the blues. I think these will really make some lovely backgrounds for my card making and journaling. A lot of times I use oxide inks and the acrylic pad, but I've been wanting more and more to dive into maybe a more painted background, more artistic, add some more artistry to my projects. And these just might be the right thing. Can you see that good? I hope so. I hope this is showing up nicely. I really, really like that pale turquoise. Ooh, and it's mixing with the blue there. I'm gonna wet another area here and swatch out the rest of these blues. And for the palette, I'm just using a ceramic plate. I don't really remember where I got it. A lot of times when I'm at like World Market or any of those places and I see something ceramic, I grab it just because I think about how pretty the colors would look spread out on there. So I have an assortment of ceramic dishes in the studio. Ooh, look at that. Okay, not your typical swatching. I'll give you that. I mean, generally, okay, let's go dry and we'll try them that way. And just a nice, I like these. I'm not a gallery artist. My watercolor paintings don't hang in galleries, so I'm not as particular about, I don't know, the granulating and all that kind of stuff. I'm more about the color. I bring my things into digital after I've painted them and modify from there. So those kinds of things aren't as important to me as the vibrant color I can get right out of the gate. And I really like these. Really, really nice colors. I am loving that turquoise. Really, really loving that. And here it is. It's time for the turquoise again. So I'm going to swatch that on there. Oh, so nice. Love me some color palettes. All right, and then we've got this blue greeny one. So when you get this whole set of 48 colors, really you have everything you need. And you can use them right out of the tube, or you can mix them and come up with your own custom creations. And look at this last blue. That's a really nice blue too. I think I have a Yeti cup in that color. I really, really like it. All right, and the last one is this green. I'm gonna squeeze it in down here. All right, nice. Okay, so they are kind of greeny. You are getting some really nice color here, and then it does get a little greeny there. So I think some colors are swatching nicer for me than others, but I like them, and I like the texture that it brings, because in my art projects, that's what it's about. It's about texture and background and blending the colors together. And that's what this set inspires you to do, because there are so many colors. So you know what? Let's go on and swatch out some greens while we're doing the blues. Let's bring in some greens. And I'm actually going to put them back in, because God help me, if I make a mess and I have them all out and then getting them back in the order, because I do like when they are in rainbow order. Kind of reminds me of my Spectrum Gardenia and Spectrum Sherbert collections that I designed. Love a good rainbow. This color looks promising. It is Perman Green Yellow. All these color names. And Viridian Hue, we've got there. Oh yeah, I'm a happy camper. I am really loving all the colors and think I'm going to get myself inspired here to paint some lush backgrounds. I'm designing a new paper craft collection, and these colors might help get me a little bit more inspired. All right, going to wet up, push that up so you can be sure to see it. Wet up another background here, and then I'm going to dab my colors. Oh, I've got a nice green. That reminds me of, move this over hopefully so you're not seeing the shadow, of Mowed Lawn, that oxide color from the Distress Oxides. And then we've got, that's a really nice green too. Kind of more of a true green. Maybe that one's more like Mowed Lawn. And I'm gonna come down here because I don't want them to all run together. So that's why I'm kind of going off the plan here. A really nice chartreuse. Seems to have like a rim of yellow happening in it. Oh, and here we got another nice turquoisey blue-green color. Give it a sharp edge and see it kind of fade off. I like that. Okay, so I would say my verdict on this set is it is a great watercolor set for crafters, for artists. I mean, if you are a super professional artist and you are wanting colors that are going to stand the test of time and not fade and all of that, you know, I would go with the premium, like Daniel Smith watercolors. But if you are just exploring and being creative and creating maybe backgrounds like what I like to create, or foundations for your cards, I think this is a really good buy. And right now, I'm posting below in the link, or below in my descriptions, there will be a link and a coupon code for 40% off of this set, which really makes it an extraordinary value. All right, you know what, let's, got a little bit of room left here on the paper. So I'm gonna go in and we're going to add some of these yellows and get these swatched up a little bit too. So we've got a permanent yellow deep. Give that a little squeeze. And then the next color is permanent orange. I think I'm saying that right. What is it? Yeah, it's permanent orange. And this way we've got, you know, a pretty good range. We didn't do the entire 48, but we are seeing a good mix here. We've got Apollo yellow. Woo, that was a big squeeze. And then shell pink. Love me some shells in the ocean. Let's see what that one's got for us. Oh, it's kind of like a corally, like abandoned coral on the Distressed Oxides. Okay, let's see. We've got a vermilion hue. A big, bright, like garnet kind of red. And then we've got a, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, another red. It looks like maybe a more, well, the packaging looked like it was more of a terracotta, but it looks actually more vibrant in the tube. And then we're going with a violet here. Which is like a kind of a reddish purple. And this one, again, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but it is a magenta. And I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to swatch these. Okay. So let's give these a go. I'm going to start with the yellow. Make sure I've got my paper all cleaned off. I've got a nice yellow here. And I'm going to switch my water and go for this less blue one. I'm going to start with just the plain water and dab my colors here. The swatching process can be very calming, therapeutic, and inspiring. It can inspire you in what you're going to create. Maybe a certain color will spark a memory or an idea, and that will get you in a creating zone so that you're creating some fresh new art, because we all know that creative time is essential time. It's essential for mind, body, and spirit. These are really, really nice. I like the colors. Even if they are getting a little grainy, I still like them, because the colors are just so vibrant. All right, and then the last one, oh, that's definitely a nice violet. Kind of like some of the peony colors lately are that color. All right. Well, I think that about does it for my quick look at the Supervision watercolor set. And again, down below, you will see a link to get yourself a set of these 48 colors. And there is a 40% off coupon that'll be available for a limited time. So you'll want to be sure to jump on that too. All right, friends, thanks again for hanging out with me. And I will look forward to seeing you again. Remember, please like and subscribe and hit the notify button so that you get notified the next time I have a video to share with you. Thanks again, and happy crafting.